So this is the story of my long road to painless speech writing. It's a personal story in 3 acts, and I'm going to go back, way back, to the early years. So this is me in elementary school. I was quite a shy child, but I always had the aspiration to be on TV. I wanted to have a variety show and I wanted to talk and do a little bit of dancing. But of course, I always wanted to be on the stage. And I was asked by my school teacher if I would participate in a storytelling competition. And I took up that challenge, knowing full well that I was scared to be in front of people. Well, to make a long story short, I won the competition. I told a fable, people loved it, and that just unleashed something in me where I always needed to talk and always needed to be center stage. But then we get to Act 2, and that's when things got a little bit complicated for me. I realized, and the reality check was I was never going to be on TV. So I had to educate myself, and I studied and I did an MBA and I became a corporate citizen. And with each promotion, I had to make presentations more and more frequently. I had to present on the health of the business. I had to present to get funding for initiatives that I wanted to launch. And the challenge was twofold. The first one is that I'm not a talent in PowerPoint. So that's one challenge I had. The second challenge was I'm really great at talking about things, but not really very good at putting it on paper and organizing my ideas in a very coherent fashion. So this was a real pain point for me. And I can tell you, there was one instance where I had to present. I worked on the presentation 27 consecutive hours. By the time I had to deliver it, which was the morning where I didn't sleep, I looked like a hot mess. And I powered through and I got through it. But by the time I came out on the other end, I was wrung out. And I realized that this probably is sustainable working for a company. But as I knew I wanted to become self-employed, I realized that this was not sustainable for me. So that's how we get to Act 3. What happened is, being part of the Thought Leader Academy and using the Signature Talk canvas, I found a way to organize my thoughts in a very, very systematic way. And I like systems. And this for me has been just an absolute game changer. The other thing that I gained, which is probably an Act 2 story, but I'm saying it in Act 3, is that I think that frameworks are everything. When you stand in front of an audience and tell them that you've developed a framework just for them, they feel so special. And as a speaker, you are that much more elevated as a subject matter expert. And so what this whole program has allowed me to do is to stand in my power. And this is me 2 weeks ago giving my presentation, but not only stand in my power, it also has provided me with a new revenue stream for my business because I know that I can sell myself as a paid speaker. So I would like to thank you, Diane, for holding my hand through this process, and you, Carol, of course. And of course, all of the ladies in the cohort for their gracious and generous feedback anytime that I spoke. Thank you very much.